You're just joining us. Orlando Pirates, Marumo Gallants, an Orlando Pirates side that have gone 13 games undefeated when you take all competitions. They are a side that take on a Marumo Gallants that are struggling to the extent that in the last 5 games, Marumo Gallants have not scored a goal in any of their last 5 encounters. Today is a do-or-die day for them in terms of trying to move away from the basement against an Orlando Pirates team that they did beat at the beginning of the season. And that is something that Pirates will be remembering and looking to possibly make revenge on. In studio, to give you their sense, to give you their views on a massive day's football, first and foremost, it's the former coach of Banyana Banyana and a woman who's played at the top level of South African football on Valentine's Day. You know what, Coach? There's normally love. There's no love out here when it comes to the football.
Yeah, we'll love each other after the game. You know, hopefully the referee doesn't remind us about the colors of love. Red card. We saw a red card yesterday, 2 red cards actually yesterday between Makesi and Golden Arrows. However, today's game doesn't usually give us too much drama. The only drama we've seen was Pirates beating Marumo Gallants 8-1, and in the return, Coach Wadu, Coach Wadu, 8-1, let me turn it around. And I think that game was also another game that probably gave him a nod to being a Pirates coach, because how he outclassed Pirates with a 2-1 victory. Escotini was really remarkable. So today might be something different because Pirates is saying, tinta record letu gabi kanje 13 games and we'll see how it pans out.
Third game of the season, this one between the two sides. They played in the Carling Knockout, Pirates winning that one in December. In the league, though, Marumo Gallants winning, Pirates. And Siankosi, the former middle fielder with Kaiser Chiefs, Sia. Big game in the sense that the gap can become even bigger. It can get to 6 points if Pirates win today.
The games at Orlando nowadays, they are huge. If you look at the last game that they played out there, it is fully packed. It is a sold-out affair. So it's exciting for players to play there. And for teams to come there, it's frightening. And I know that for Marumo Gallants, even though, like you've said, that they have beaten Pirates already this season, but going to Escotini is a very, very difficult task. And with Pirates being on song currently, with so many options that can trouble you and pose a lot of threat, and also being so confident and having so much belief and ambition to win the league, it's difficult to play against a team like that. But they'll take their chances. Most probably even when you listen to what the coach actually said in the interviews during the week was it could go for an approach where he sort of becomes a bit more cautious, sit back a little bit and find right moments to actually hit Pirates.
I mean, the atmosphere is romantic. Pirates today, I know, have had a special Valentine's Day music. Get there early. We're seeing the fans early. You're seeing Coach Wadu come in. And one of the reasons they will be coming and being in love with this coach is that the last 6 home games for Orlando Pirates, 9 goals scored, 0 conceded. I mean, who's not going to a stadium when, if you support the side? I don't have to go, bakori labani. Kumnandi kakhulu for Pirates fans and this Pirates defense.
Discipline. It screams discipline. It screams structure. It screams order. It screams players understanding their roles in executing them as well. Because, I mean, Chain with 11 clean sheets this season. And the last time a team went halfway through the mark with 11 clean sheets and, you know, only 5 goals conceded was in 2022-23 season with Sundowns. You know, so that shows you, which when a team wants to win a championship, that's how they deal. That's how they show up. You know, they don't give away points easy, and they also keep clean sheets, because we always say which players, strikers will win you games, but defenders will win you championships, and that's what Pirates is trying to do. See how Kuluma get dominant Sundowns. Right now, Pirates are looking at themselves to say, we are looking at that silverware, we are looking at that big one. They've done almost everything in terms of cups, but winning the league is going to be key for them.
Here's the starting lineup for you. The big questions have been answered by the starting lineup. Had Tito Masangwani done enough over the last couple of weeks to push himself into the starting lineup? He has.
He did himself a great favor when he scored in the last he came on and scored, and also when he showed positivity, because now we're seeing a Tito that is actually
6 changes that you are seeing, the chain also comes in. Umaswanganye, Nemtajela and Makaula already tells you how the coach wants to play. He's going to play with a 10, actually almost double 10, and 4 midfielders. And I'm saying double 10 and 4 midfielders because Umufukeng, we know that he drifts into that midfield together Notito, and the 2 sitters will be Nemtajela and Nomakaula, which means that there's going to be so much fluidity up front. Mebedlala. Undaba, we know that he's able to go forward and bring in those crosses. He's also able to score goals, which means the coach wants to come up with a lot of speed playing today. You look at Mbutuma, who starts instead of Evidence, which means the coach wants to disrupt any types of build-ups that are coming in there for Marumo Gallants.
When you look at that, Sia, and the shots that we see of that Pirates line, is that looking like a happy squad for you?
most certainly. Very happy but calm. There's also maturity that you see in the squad. If you look at the faces of Obo China, you can see that these are people that have been there, blended with the new players that have actually taken into this energy that they find into the team, like the players Abafana Nabondaba, who all of a sudden they're challenging for the league. Players like Abo Apolisi coming from Polokwane City. Now there's bigger possibilities. Unemtajelo, who comes from the team that they're playing against today. So there's a lot of possibilities when you look at how the team is structured, because now today Tito could be a 10, and Fukeng also coming in, like as Mpiwe said, now crowding that area, and also Napoli is also coming in, because when you look at this Pirates side, there's a lot of vertical, precise passes that are being played through. So when you're playing like that, you need people that are able to turn with a good close control, players that are able to quickly dispatch a pass forward for the runs of Mbutuma and also the runs of one of the two wingers whenever it is possible. So very, very threatening team, but mainly on the inside in that number 10 position.
Ngapha kumnandi. Here, getting off the bus, good tense, good tricky. When you look at Alexander Lafitte, the coach, the 28-year-old, maybe has never experienced the kind of pressure that he's going through right now. The last 3 games in a row, they've lost in the league.
Yeah, and it goes further. You were just mentioning the 3. They haven't won in 7 matches, which means, Guti, they are in that habit of not winning matches. And also it stems from, do they have an out-and-out striker? Unlondlo was playing as a false 9 there in their team. They've also lost some of their good players. Umsendami has gone to Pirates. Chabatane, who's a good defensive centre-back for them, who likes playing those diagonal passes. Those are the players that are key players for their transitions in the style of play that they play. I look at Lafitte, and I don't think he's going to be fazed by the crowd and all of that, because they know they're a small team. They are accustomed to playing against big teams, and they're also accustomed to pulling, running with it at the end against big teams, because that's how they also wanted to win against the Pirates. However, the changes that he's bringing in is not changing too much from the team that played against ETS Galaxy, because we see Mabuza comes back into that midfield. We see also Otladisa comes in, which means he's a key player in terms of their transition going forward. Arubi is going to be called on a lot. He shouldn't be trying to build up from the back, because it's going to be for the front 4, even the front 5 of Pirates, that will be in their face trying to force them to make errors. It's going to be important for a player like Mabucha not to step into that midfield a lot, because Megan Zaganjal
To the field, they've not scored. Pirates in the final, 1-0. TS Galaxy in the league, 2-0. Chiefs, 1-0. Amazulu, 1-0. TS Galaxy now in the Nedbank Cup, 1-0. All the nils are Marumo Gallants.
Yeah, that's been a problem, and which is the reason why there's been a lot of changes in that front 3. Dumba coming in, also Mwinde, to try and bring that firepower, especially in the inside the box, because that has been the problem. Because like you say, Ndondo had been drifting in and then relying on people like Otladisa running off him. But now it hadn't worked, because teams were able to figure them out, because they do have a Sitole and a Mabuza who work very well with the Banza in that midfield as the 2 8s, Sitole and Mabuza. But you do need that final touch in the box, that presence in the box, which is something that they had been missing.
If you're a Marumo Gallants player, that position, 13th on the log, it sounds comfy when you think, okay, only 15 and 16 go down potentially. But it's not really. The points tell you,
It's not really. Goal difference, it's only 4 points, from the bottom. And we
and
all
1
know,
point from the playoff.
yeah, and 1 point from the playoff. And, you know, the league is going so thick and fast because now, we are coming to the end of the business day when it comes to the Betway